Now, a fishing legend in his own mind. Here's Rick Jordan.
Bum-ba-dum. Well, it was a good summer, I'll have to say. From mid-May until a couple of weeks ago, fishing was very good.
So you're saying summer's over? Yeah, I guess it is.
We might have one more weekend.
I don't know.
Personally speaking.
The highest temperature it's ever been on this state was set back in 1874.
I wasn't there.
When it made 65 degrees.
Oh, man. Wouldn't that feel good?
Yeah, apparently mostly even 60s might be over for high temps.
Russ Francisco joins us from Marine General. Thanks for the info, Dave. 65 degree, the record high. Wouldn't that feel good, Russ?
Yeah, it's okay today, though. It isn't bad. You know, the wind would calm down just a hair. It'd be really sort of balmy. It's not too bad.
Yeah. Let's just get used to it because it's going to get a lot colder before it gets a lot warmer.
Amen. Amen indeed.
We're changing seasons. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, we were bragging about fishing was great. And now we start the hunting season, and it's a lot of fun when we change over like this. But, you know...
It is. A lot of people still fishing, though. Fishing is still really good.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, it is. It's fall fishing is good, and so. But you know, a lot of people going hunting. A lot of my friends were very lucky in archery and have got their deer already, and so they're thinking maybe they'll just keep fishing for a while. So it was a good deer season too. So I don't know, things are going good.
I think this was the best fishing season I've had. Yeah, period.
Yep, I think I would agree. And for somebody who doesn't get to go very, very much, when I did go, we always caught a bunch of fish, and I thought that's pretty good. You know, that's excellent because sometimes when you don't get to go very often, you sort of get skunked. You know. So anyway, but it was good. Good summer overall. Weather was decent.
Yep.
It wasn't too awful hot most of the time. It wasn't too awful cold. So that was good. And now we have ice in Canada. We had skim ice on Red Lake the other day. So it, just in one of the bays. So, I mean, the water's cooling down pretty good. So I'm still thinking somewhere between, I'm guessing around Thanksgiving, we'll start to have the testers go out and they'll be walking on it. Mm-hmm. By the time we do the Duluth show, we'll probably have pretty good ice unless Mother Nature gives us a U-turn here and decides to make it 60 above or something. But right now we're cooling down really well.
You had a lot of fun this summer because you got involved with, I believe, your grandson in a fishing contest.
Yeah, so it was the junior bass, and so a lot of the high school kids from around the area ended up going to nationals, and they'll end up. So it's sort of interesting because the people that qualified this year some of them will graduate, yet they will compete next. I think it's March in the nationals down south, and so it's sort of an interesting way it works. But so they're still there, but they won't be able to compete in the next summer's leagues, that type of thing. So it's an interesting deal how they work it, and it's part of the Bassmasters, and my grandson is in the Junior Bassmasters, so we don't have near as many contests because they just don't have time and the volunteers to put them on. But it's a good thing. So if you even if you don't have a grandson or a kid in it, if you like that idea, you contact one of the schools. Esco, Hermantown, Floodwood. There's a whole bunch of them. South Shore's got a bunch of them, and they're always, because you have to have a captain in the boat. You have to have an adult in the boat to run the boat, and so and they're always looking for more people. So if you want to have some fun, you got to do a little bit of traveling, but it isn't much. It's just an overnight a couple times, and the rest of it's all local. So it's a lot of good time.
I'm looking back to when I was, how old is your grandson? 14, 15?
He's just turning 13.
13, okay. Well, okay, 13 years old. If I were 13 years old, my dad would not do that, but he loved the competition. He had been a professional baseball player, so the competition was there. The fishing, not so much, but he would have taken me out if it was a contest.
Yeah, for sure. Because it was a contest?
Yeah, unusual. Needless to say, he was quite a gambler, too.
Okay.
So he'd put money probably not on me. Well, that is great. I am so happy for him. And I saw him working in your store, too.
He's a hustler. He'll unload trucks. He runs a skid steer when we're shorthanded. He can do anything. For kid that's just turning to be a teenager. He's got a lot of life skills already, so he's a good kid. And it's good that he can come out of the store and wait on people. He runs the front counter. He does everything, answers the phone, so he'll do fine.
And that's Corey's son. No,
that is Sarah's.
Sarah.
That's my youngest's son. Yeah.
So now we're switching seasons. We're dwindling away from open water fishing. You can help us out a little bit with equipment for staying dry during the next seasons.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of things that will happen now. People will start buying ice suits because fall fishing people will wear ice suits because they want to stay warm and they're waterproof and that type of thing. If you go in the water, they have flotation, so it gives you time to get back in the boat. Not that you shouldn't wear a life jacket, but at least it helps you out. And so we'll sell a lot of that stuff. We're still selling rain gear. We're still selling summer rods and things like that. But almost everybody has switched to ice fishing. So this week it was ice tents, augers, lures, ice rods, and one of the things we do is we run the same prices now they're going to run in the ice show in the second week of December, so people don't have to worry that there's going to be a special deal coming on and stuff like that. In fact, from what I'm hearing from the suppliers, we probably have better prices now than we'll have at the ice shows because they're going to run out of stuff. So there are Maven augers, a new Maven auger from StrikeMaster. StrikeMaster is completely out, so what the dealers have is what they have, and when they're gone, they're gone. The warehouses, all the distribution centers are out. So they got, I don't know how this happened, but they got 80% less than they had ordered, and so I just
80% less. 80%.
Excuse me, they only got 80%. They got 20% less. See, thanks for correcting me on that. So anyway, but that's a lot. 20% nationally is a ton, and so just one of those things during the pandemic, something got goofed up, and so I talked to Ion yesterday, and the composite augers, the 8s and the 10s are almost out, and again distribution is hurting for them. So everything is out on the street. Same thing in boots, baffin boots and things like that. There's nothing to buy. So it's just and it was, I think, a little bit they were scared to buy too much.
Sure.
They weren't sure what was going to happen with the tariffs and everything. But the bottom end of it is, if we have a really good winter, we'll run out of all that stuff. And so we're already selling an auger every day, so people are grabbing them. It's sort of a neat deal too. So they're giving away a Fish 13 Maven reel, a special make reel. It's an inline reel. It's one of the descent styles from Fish 13 because they own that company. And so they're giving one of those away when you buy the auger. We've got deals on them in the store, so it's pretty good. And then we've got the new all but one model of the new otters in. We got all the tents from Eskimo in, all the clams are in, and I was just looking at the sheets yesterday. Clam is almost out of tents, so it's it's just one of those years. I think people didn't buy very much when they're supposed to in the right after the season, and then when they say, well, the economy's going to be okay and everything like that, then everybody started buying. They just depleted the inventory is what happened. So that's where we're at. So we're in good shape right now, but I would guess by Christmas we'll start to get pretty skinny on a lot of stuff.
Christmas, oh man, that's just a little over a month away. Wow.
It isn't that far away. And to your point before, it was so nice this summer that everybody's off kilter. I mean, and we haven't had really much ice cold weather. There's no snow on the ground. It looks like fall yet, just early fall. The temperatures are moderate, and people are just off kilter. They don't know what season they're in.
And I got a couple of guys that are going, the three of us, I'm going to next week. We're probably going to spend 3 days up around Grand Rapids, and see what's left over for us.
Yeah, it's great. Leaves are down, so bird hunting's good.
Yep.
The bull hunters are doing well. Gun season starts. Ice fishing's close. Summer fishing's still okay. It's wonderful to live where we are.
That's it. Thank you, Russ.
Okay, buddy. Thanks.
Appreciate it. So, my son, oldest boy, Jeffrey, and one of our buddies from Cast and Blast, Strandberg asked me about that. Not today, but one of these days now. Off air, I'll tell you about what we do at Cast.
Oh, okay. It's one of those parties. All right. We'll be back. More of the Rick Jordan Friday Fishing Frenzy coming up.
So, Pat Kugel joins us from Superior Shooter Supply. Good morning.
Good morning to you also. What a beautiful day it is in the neighborhood.
It sure is. And we've got my guys. We got a threesome. That's all that's left now. The others are... No, not that. Some are in jail.
You started this conversation.
We're going to do a cast and blast next weekend.
Really?
Not deer, but grouse, perhaps, and for sure fish.
Oh, yeah, those fish work their way in.
Yeah. Well, it's the only way we can get one of the guys to go.
Oh,
we're going to fish too. Trust us. But
great.
Yeah, it's always fun, and we usually get a lot of everything. No, we don't. We usually have fun.
Well, you could lie, though, because I wouldn't know. I mean,
well, that's true.
You know.
But if I were to lie on the air like this, Stevie would call the station manager and probably the FCC and say, Jordan's lying.
Oh, what kind of friend is that? Yeah. A good one goes right to jail with you.
Very good. But we are transitioning. We are moving definitely deer season.
Yes, we are. And our good neighbors in Minnesota are all getting ready, or most of them are anyhow. It's looking good. The weather-wise, there's no blizzard, there's no rain. No. So, yeah. So, we've been really busy scoping them up and, doing everything else. They have the advantage of a little longer season. They don't cram it into 10 days like Wisconsin does. So
yeah, but you start later in Wisconsin.
Pardon me?
You start later in Wisconsin.
We sure do. Yeah, we certainly do. And sometimes it's late. And you guys too. This is old news and old conversation. You depending on the weather, you'd have the advantage of the rut.
Right.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's all good. What the heck? It's always good to be out there, and it's always deer season, as we know, is a big deal in this neck of the woods, and it's a great family time, hopefully, and just a great time to be out. So, and we're here just kind of, trying to make life a little easier for everybody if we can.
You're not a biologist, but I'm going to ask you a question. Why, if I'm walking down a trail? With my dog, by the way, and she's not a hunter, or he's not a hunter. He's just a puppy right now. Walking down the road, the trail, in the woods, and up ahead about 50 yards is a deer. I couldn't, with my vision, couldn't tell if it was male or female, but it stood there. And as we walked closer, it stayed standing there. What's that all about? Why didn't he run away?
Because they're curious. I mean, deer really are curious, and as the season progresses, they become a little less curious. But deer are by nature very curious. They are, and but they also know things. Why, at the end of the day at the farm, when we were still hunting on the farm, go, and then you can't see anything, they're out there, and then on the drive back to the cabin, here comes the 8-point buck and stands right in the middle of the road, looking at you like, gotcha.
Plus, this deer knows that Rick is bird hunting and is not going to shoot him, so.
They know all that.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah.
And he knows if I had a rifle, I couldn't hit him anyway.
There you go.
That's true. Yeah. Pick on Rick day to day.
That's right.
Yeah, but it's by their nature curious, and true, and they do seem to know. We hear this continually. They know that sound like, okay, when again, I'll go back to the farm and my dad's out there and he's doing tractor things, and that noise, that doesn't bother them.
Well, they hear that a lot.
Yeah, they hear it a lot, and then you come and you snap one little twig on opening day, and those suckers are gone, That's why they call it hunting and not killing.
Well, that's an old cliche, but that's really
very
true.
old cliche, and it is true. Yeah, indeed.
For somebody who hasn't hunted much in deer, what kind of areas are we looking for that might hold deer and shootable deer? Well,
there's a clear cut. As much as people hate that, it's true. That helps the deer population. Of course, any farming area, and someplace where everybody needs the same thing: food and water. Everybody needs that, whether you're a deer or a person. Food and water, or turkey or anything else. So, and deer really, they have an area where they can go around, but it's not that big. So if they can get that area where they have food, water, and then someplace where they can shelter in at night, it's just common sense. It's even if that shelter could be in the middle of the city. We've all experienced that, in Duluth and Superior too. But that's what it takes. But and they're not stupid, of course, once they get encroached on. But that's why, I'll just unfortunately use wolves as an example. They're not going to be there because there's danger there.
Yeah.
Food or water or not, they're not sticking around. But we have a thick cover of brush is always good. But there better be some kind of food source there. And then, of course, in Bayfield County, there's a little more land. You can see them out in the fields, and there's more property. But there's always some woods nearby. It's just kind of common sense, I think, with everything. They're not going to adapt well to concrete.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got me thinking there. And out by where my son and his family live, 43rd East, Lakeside, Duluth. There's a couple of deer that are sitting right up there in this vacant lot, lots of trees laying there. Drive by, you could wave at the guy and say, "Hello, Steve, how are you?" And they're not running off.
No. Well, you can kind of think about it as, when your children reach the age of 18, and maybe you think they're going to leave, but heck, they got a bed and food, maybe a car. I ain't going anywhere. I'm going where there's food and water and protection.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, I got that one just perfectly. Talk about some really good things you got for us for various hunting seasons.
Really good things. We have more rifles coming in every day, and we finally got that Enfield rifle. And I was telling you about by the Ruger now, and we're very, very impressed with it. We have a good selection of ammunition, or try to. We have a lot of optics, and we have people here to put those scopes on for you and bore sight it. And also, if you've been out there sighting in and you're having problems, please bring it in. We'll do our best to figure it out. Sometimes it's just something like a loose ring or scope or something, but we're really here to help, because we understand we all hunt here and we all want to be out in the woods. So that's part of our job.
Yeah, I was just thinking a loose screw.
Yeah, well, a loose screw will do it. Yeah, it will.
Wow.
Yeah, and it could be any little thing. Scopes are if there's a loose ring mount or they'll loosen up, it throws you way off. So before you get real discouraged, and if you can, bring it on in. We'll strip it right down and start from the bottom and figure it out for you.
Cool. What are your hours at Superior Shooter Supply?
We're open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday and 9 to 5 on Saturday.
I haven't asked you about some good deals real quick. You got some?
Well, we have, we do. We have a lot of clothing we're putting out. We have a lot, kind of to detract from the deer hunting thing and the rifles. Yeah. We have a lot of used reloading equipment in right now, a lot of it. Yeah, for metallic reloading and for shot shell. And a lot of people are really, thinking of getting into it, and they don't want to spend the money. And we go through it, and it's all good. And we have a lot of that right now. So it's always kind of fun to nose around. You'll always find something.
And your hours?
9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday.
Pat Kukl, Superior Shooter Supply. Good luck on your season in a couple of weeks. Thank you. Johnny Charlstrom, top of the morning up there at Charlstrom's.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are a premier bait, tackle shop, and archery purveyor.
And this morning I'm making sausage.
Ah, what kind?
Summer sausage. Venison summer sausage.
Venison. We're not that far away. You could bring some down any time.
Well, it's still raw. It has to go in the smoker, so you'd have to wait for about 10 hours.
We can wait, but yeah, I like it. Well, maybe we'll just stop by and take a sample.
You bet.
How have people been doing? I think fishing's DOA, right? It's done.
Yeah. not going to be a lot of people fishing this weekend with the rifle season. People are going to be out after the deer. The few people that still want to go fishing, we still got open water. You can still put your boat in. And it sounds like, I think some of the extended forecasts I heard, in another week or so, we got another warming trend coming up that could be, we could still get a little bit of trolling in before the ice fishing that usually starts about a week after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, our group is planning a boys' weekend next Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
All right.
Up around Grand Rapids where we think there's grouse.
Yeah. The grouse guys sounds like they've been bumping into some birds, and the cover's finally getting knocked down. The leaves are finally down, and people are seeing more of them instead of just hearing ones that took off without seeing them. So it's been better.
Good. We saw some grouse finally on a trail north of Island Lake, so they're out there. Yeah.
I had to step by a couple of them on my way to my bow stand this last Sunday.
Did you take any shots?
I should have. I didn't see any deer, and I should have used my crossbow to shoot a grouse instead of a deer.
Is that legal?
Anyway.
Is that legal? I
don't know. The crossbow is legal for deer. I can't see why it wouldn't be legal for small game, but I didn't shoot. I didn't shoot them, so I walked past them because I didn't want to spook any deer that were going to be there. But then I sat for 4 hours and didn't see any deer. But that's all right. It's nice to just sit and unwind anyway.
Yeah. Kip, Andy, we'll ask that question of them when we run into them next year.
Yeah, if you can use a crossbow for big game, could you use it for small game? It'd be kind of hard to hit a duck with one of those, I think.
On the fly? Are you kidding? Ooh.
Yeah, it'd be tough. That's really lead them.
Wow. Okay, some good deals. Can we run into up there at Charleston's?
Well, the big sales right now, it's been one license after another, and there's a lot of people using heaters these days, and our guys have been running back and forth between the selling licenses and filling up the propane tanks. Mm-hmm. So if you need your little 5, 10, 20-pounder filled up, come on in. We're selling lots of propane.
And people can also hone in on their archery, too. What are your hours back there?
Archery range, that opens up at 9 and goes till 8 o'clock at night, 7 on Sundays.
Brought the puppy by there the other day. You weren't in.
Oh, I was probably back in the butcher shop again.
Oh, I wouldn't want him back there.
So he'd love it. I bet you I got some nice treats on the floor for him.
Oh yeah, he would love that. But no. Thanks, John. We'll catch you.
All right.
Thank you very much. Oh, we got a scoot here coming up on 20 minutes before 10.
Time now for a Natural Resources Minute, brought to you by the Minnesota DNR.
Hi, everyone. I'm Stephanie Stearns from the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources. Continue your Thanksgiving celebration for one more day with a free walk in the park. All Minnesota state parks will waive the entrance fee on November 28, 2025. That means on Free Park Friday, you can visit any or many state parks and skip the $7 park entrance fee. After that big Thanksgiving meal on Thursday, good times and movement await you, your family, and friends, and the price is right. Stay for a few hours or the weekend and make memories that last a lifetime. To find your favorite destination, go to mndnr.gov/parkfinder.
This has been a Natural Resources Minute from the Minnesota DNR.
Yeah, we got Chad on the phone from 218 Marine Detail.
I love that address up there. That is cool. Hey, Chad.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Howdy. Welcome back.
How are things going today?
Good. You sound busy up there.
Yes, actually, the past couple of weeks has been very busy. We've detailed about 6 boats.
Good.
Got those in and out, 3 of which are staying in the shop for the heated season, and it's been very good. We've had a really good draw with business. Mm-hmm. A lot of people coming in and showing interest in wanting to do heated warehousing with their boats, campers, RVs. It's been busy, to say the least. It's been a good year.
I would just like to have a place where the muskrats and the beavers and the bats and the mice don't eat my boat.
Yeah, you and a lot of other people. One guy had found out that the mice got into his boat and chewed up all the wiring, and that was in a cold storage facility, and it happened to a few other boats. So it's really unfortunate. I mean, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and that's where you get a heated, insulated facility that can protect your boat, not only from the outdoor elements, but from the critters that are running around that we don't care for.
Yeah. Oh, well, unless you can, I guess, put a house in there and let the mice go, and then put a cat in there, you get it all fixed up. No,
we don't want any living creatures in there. So
you're right. That's stupid. I'm sorry. Disregard what I just said.
Yeah, stay away from that.
And you can do detailing too.
Yes, and it's not just limited to boats. We do motorhomes, RV campers, anything you can push and pull and get in there. We'll actually take care of it, and we'll get it back to close as new as you're going to get. And we've had really good success with that, with just opening it up this year. And, our client base is just growing. So we're really excited about it.
It's 218 Detail, and you're right across from Charleston's, right?
Yes, 218 Marine Detail. And our location is 5056 Rice Lake Road.
Okay. I don't follow road signs so much, but I know where Charleston's is, and your driveway's across the street.
Right across the street. You can't miss our sign.
Yeah.
It just kind of pops.
Yeah.
So you can also look at our website to check us out there at 218marinedetail.com. But a lot of fishermen, like Russ was talking about earlier, with people are still fishing. They're still wanting to get out and troll, and if they can't get in with their other facility at the timeline that they want, I still have room, and we are ready to take your boat. If you just want to store it in a warehouse facility, secured, protected from the winter elements, I'm your guy. Up and get you taken care of.
And you got a good little deal for KDAL listeners.
Yes, I do. If you store the boat with us this winter, if you listen and mention this ad, we'll give you 10% off on your detail service and your winter storage for the season.
I like it. So just go in there, say, hey, KDAL, Rick Jordan, Frenzy, Dave Strandberg, Frenzy, you got a deal.
Right off the bat, you get 10% off. And, with our square foot price, it's a set price. So it's not, it's everybody across the board, whether it's boats, RVs, motorhomes, and whether you want it detailed or you want to winterize it and have it, or not winterize it, but keep it in winter storage, heated storage, or have it detailed, it's the same price.
All right. Got to run. Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. That's 218marinedetail.com. Chad, 218-940-8844.
Walk like Dave Miller.
There you go.
You are a man, Dave.
Oh, I hope so.
Well, that's the name of the song, Walk Like a Man, actually.
Yeah. That's what the mirror's been telling me for a long time, anyhow.
Yeah. Well, hey, people got to get ready for winter and to get some warm clothes, warm stuff on your feet. What do you got over there at Northwest Outlet?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, we are We are absolutely loaded. And, I was going to kind of start off with, how you start digging through your winter clothes, and you, as you go deeper and deeper, you find the warmer and warmer, but then you find that, this is missing and that's missing. And, geez, where did I put that? And that's what's happening at the store right now. The kids are growing, so they need new jackets and snow pants and boots, and the guys that are going to work, they're needing new Carhartt and Ariat, the bibs and the coats and all the hats and mitts and gloves and choppers. We got lots of choppers in the store.
I love choppers.
And then all the men's and ladies Columbia and North Face and Boulder gear. I know that we got a great it's an incredible selection of this store. We were taking some video for a TV spot here yesterday, and it was really kind of an eye-opener to just walk around and really look at everything that we've got there for the ladies and for the kids, and then all the stuff for the guys, and the Smartwool socks and the Darn Tough socks, the wall of socks, we call it. We're up around 16,000 pairs of socks.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, you do have a good supply. Yep.
Yeah, and so, and then of course the footwear, the Baffin boots, the Kamiks, all the lacrosse. I'm trying to think of all the different boots that we've got for wintertime, and then the hiking boots that are going on, and so it's people are coming in the door, and it's like we don't like to leave people totally alone, so we're asking if they need help, and so many of them say, I need this, I need that, and so we got a great crew there that just goes around and gets them all set up with stuff and out and running. But then we got all the compasses and the waterproof matches and the emergency blankets and things for the hunters, the orange, and I've been saying it for how long now, but it is time for everybody to wear orange when they go out to the mailbox. They live in the country and get out there with that kind of stuff and darn little wood ticks I'm hearing are still out a little bit. So
little bitty ones.
Yep. But folks, whatever you need to get outdoors and enjoy the weather or enjoy working and whatever, it's like if your feet are cold, your hands are cold, you're just miserable. And we hope that we always have a cure for that. That's our goal, is to keep people warm and comfortable for the wintertime.
Good job. Got to run.
All right.
See you next week.
Guys. We're open 9 until 7 weekdays now, and 9 to 5:30 on Saturdays. So we give you a little extra more time to come in and shop. Have a good weekend, everybody. Be safe, hunters.
Matt, I know you've been busy. You've been out there doing what you've professing on the radio.
Yeah, I have. I've been bow hunting lately.
Oh, boy.
And we got the opener of deer season this weekend, and the deer are moving.
Yes.
They're moving. I haven't seen any chasing yet, but I've seen some following a little ways behind, but no real chasing yet, but the bucks are moving. I watched a little fork and a little spike last night kind of square off, and they didn't fight, but the one went around a windfall and got the other side. Their hair was standing up, their ears were back. They didn't like each other.
They didn't butt heads.
They hung around each other all summer, and now they don't like each other.
Why is that? Rutting season, right?
Rutting season, yeah. The does are going into heat, and they're moving. That cold weather yesterday morning got them going a little bit, and we've been. Well, I would say I would be surprised if the numbers aren't up this year as far as people hunting. We're getting quite a few. Selling a lot of licenses. Today, I bet you we've already done close to 50. It's been nonstop since Wednesday, licenses and, scents and calls and everything getting ready for the season. And it seems like to me more people getting out. Maybe the couple of nice winners we had the last 2 years. Talking to some people, they are seeing more deer on their cameras and stuff. So I think that's got people fired up a little bit.
It's a real nice story in the paper the other day about the bear season. The harvest was okay, they say, average. How did you rank the bear season?
I would say it started off really slow. That weather was so warm that they just weren't moving that much, and there was a lot of nuts and berries and stuff for them. And then kind of later on, that October, mid-October, well, not mid, I shouldn't say that, it was kind of the first part. It picked up a little bit. Then I was hearing, people coming in, and we ended up, it was really weird. Our bait sales were super slow in the beginning, and I think that's just due to that weather, and then it picked up, and we ended up selling out all our bait, and so I think it ended up, I would agree with that statement. It probably ended up average, decent, but nothing crazy. I think that weather just played a factor on that to start out.
Okay. Anything unusual come through the door, like a huge bear or anything like that? No?
No, nothing like that. We did not have... No, nothing that I seen that was unusual, and I didn't talk to anybody that really seen anything unusual or got anything. It was just kind of a normal year.
Matt, you're going to appreciate this because you've been there, and we're going to do Sand Lake, I think, next weekend.
Sure.
And this is up by just north of Grand Rapids area. And we don't have any idea. We've never been up there this late. The grouse, don't know. Fishing could be frozen, right?
It could be. Yeah, you don't know yet, what this temps are going to do yet. I know this weekend is a little bit, cooler. The highs are only going to be in the 30s. But these lakes, aren't at the normal temperature either that we normally see this time of year. So because it's been seasonably warmer. Yep. So, depending on what next week brings and what the wind does and everything, but boy, fishing can be really good. We were selling bait right up until now. This week we really kind of it stopped, and guys were getting ready for hunting season and stuff, but guys were doing pretty good fishing still. It was good.
My fox red Labrador of 6 months of age, he is not afraid of gunshots, so that's step 2.
Yeah. Has he retrieved a bird yet this year?
Has he seen a bird? No. He's seen deer.
Yeah.
And he didn't chase it, but he looked up at me like, do I want that?
Sure.
He was curious. So, good little dog.
I've been getting reports on the grouse that some good spots and some not so good spots, and it's mixed. Some areas have been pretty decent, others, and that was kind of a slow start too, because I think the warmer temps, the leaves didn't come down as much. Mm-hmm. A lot of guys are telling me, I'm not going out. It's too warm. I'm going to wait. I'm going to go fishing. Yeah. And they went fishing, and then once the temps cooled down and it got the foliage came down, they started hunting, and they were finding some pockets of some pretty good numbers. So
good.
Yeah.
Okay, you got some good deals up there at Fisherman's Corner.
We do. All the firearms are still on sale. Ammo is on sale. We've got all our Blaze Orange and camo clothing and boots, and everything is all on sale. We're getting in all of our we've got in about a half to 3/4 of our ice gear, so we're getting ready for that, like we were talking. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, lots of good deals. We're still selling buck contest tickets through today, so, first prize on that is a $1,500 rifle. So, come on up and get your buck contest tickets, and we've got scents and everything for you, so come on in.
We'll be stopping by and picking up minnows and not leeches, maybe crawlers. We're going up to Sand Lake, and I'll give you the report next week.
Sounds good. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. Matt King, Fisherman's Corner, close by Pike Lake, across from the Dairy Queen, which is a great place to be around. Dave,
that'll wrap it.
See ya.